Hello, everyone. Welcome to 3 to Screen Plays Pathfinder Campaign Less Than or Equal to 2, Episode 26. We're going to do our theme, and then we will do the synopsis of the last game.
There is a manticore in this dungeon, and our company is falling to its claws. But if even one companion rolls a 20 with a broadsword, we will slay the beast with one stab through its jaws, and steal the treasure from its paws to thunderous applause.
Hello, everyone. We're back. So I just want to make sure that your guys' audio is working. If you'll give me, hopefully not a horrible noise. Oh, well, it was not working. Oh,
Okay, should I do it again?
nope, I got you working, but we don't need that again. I think that should stay in my mind, and I will contain it for the rest of humanity.
It's yours.
That's a heavy burden.
Keep
to bear,
that memory
Colton.
forever.
Maybe I need to go
I
get
hope-
some tequila or something.
I just hope when you're in a home at like 75 and you
Oh.
can only remember like 5 or 6 things from your life, that's one of them.
Hopefully older than that.
76.
Wow.
No.
When you turn 34 and you're in a home.
Hey, only the good die young.
All right.
Perfect.
Campaign Less Than or Equal to 2, Episode 25, The Ruby Renegade 2.
Yay.
Felicity accompanied her date while Molly opted to drink in a nearby tavern. The date, whose name had not yet been revealed, took her out for freshly caught and grilled fish, accompanied by traditional catfolk blood wine. Throughout the entire meal, Felicity remained silent. After eating her fill, she finally asked, "Who are you?" and learned his name was Levant. Felicity expressed a desire to join an organized fight, and Levant took her to the arena. Meanwhile, Molly distributed the crew's share of the gold through Tectune and discussed the likelihood of Felicity being bored or returning covered in blood. Tectune also reminded Molly about their book writing endeavor. Molly begrudgingly set up a writing space at the bar. The orc bartender proposed the writer's special, and Molly challenged them both to drink 2, equivalent to about 8 servings of whiskey. They both downed their drinks, and Molly promptly projectile vomited on the bartender. Attempting to rob the bartender as a challenge, Molly's stolen pieces were noticed. Molly explained the book they were writing and advised the bartender to avoid Raven Rock. While sitting down to work on the book, Molly sent Irving to price out new ships. After an hour of writing, Molly lost interest and Tectune edited her work. Molly gambled with the crew while using loaded dice, netting about equal. Tectune approached Molly with a highly edited page and suggested he write the book, negotiating a deal to do so. Levant and Felicity joined a battle with 2 dwarves, and Felicity challenged them to a fight with no holds barred. They fought with 4-to-1 odds. One of them threatened to take ears to add to their necklace. It was a violent and bloody fight, but Felicity managed to kill them both in violent coups de grace. Felicity paid a doctor to bring Levant back from the edge of death, although she wasn't happy about the price gouging methods. Felicity took the necklace of ears and the ear-collecting dwarf's ears and the rest of his head. When meeting up with Molly and Tectune, Felicity recounted the exploits of her and Levant. Felicity gave Tectune the head, and he offered to have it made into another beheaded to match Zani. For some reason, Felicity took the head without this being the goal and happily sent Tectune to have that done. Levant purchased the strongest ale the tavern had for Felicity. It was remarkably thick, strongly spiced, and hard to swallow. Her body tried to reject it, but was unable to vomit as it was too thick, although she tried until her body finally gave up. Felicity thanked Levant for the great evening, but told him she was not attracted to him. He gracefully accepted friendship and suggested they should have breakfast at another time before speaking to the bartender and leaving. Planning to meet up with Ruth, Molly sent a scroll and informed her that they would pick her up soon if she wanted to join them. Molly took Felicity to a nearby inn to get her a room to rest in. Luckily, before entering, Felicity was somehow able to throw up the thick liquid, although it took quite a bit of effort. Molly set up Felicity's room so the sun would blast her head on in the morning. Tectune placed the new beheaded next to her as she snuggled with Zani. Molly went to bed soon after at about 4 p.m. Tectune took note of Felicity telling Molly she was her best friend. Waking up to a foul burp in the morning, Felicity peeled Zani off her head and shifted the sheets to blast her retinas with the sunrise. She found a bottle of Alchemist's Mercy from Tectune on her chest, and she recovered from her hangover and was updated on her exploits from the previous day. Tectune took Felicity's clothes to have them repaired. Molly convinced Felicity that the necklace made her stronger, Irving providing the cost of new ships and advised her where to look into airships. He also spoke to Tectune, and the party was contacted by a member of the Wenian Federation to investigate the trade routes from the last free lands of Avak. Irving and the crew had breakfast and discussed their plans moving forward. The party spoke with the harbor master and purchased a 130-foot oak warship, subsequently named the Ruby Renegade II. They hired more crew and a wizard, Lemaire, whom Tectune now managed. Coordinating with Ruth, the party sailed and picked her up. Han, the wagon, horses, and Juniper south of Corcus Lake. The party knew it was soon going to reach the time of year when the sun disappeared entirely for 3 months. On the 18th day of the month of Navulu, the party saw comets and meteors streaking across the sky south of their position, which was notable as there weren't any predicted showers and the sheer number of them stood out during the night. To be more informed, the party sailed for a few days and stopped at the Wenian Federation, where they encountered many scaly kind, such as serpent folk and kobolds, the apparent inhabitants of this country. There were a large number of guards along the dock, all of them bearing the image of a hydra on their equipment. Molly spoke to them in Draconic and learned the serpent folk were telepathic, but the kobolds were not. They were guided to speak with a guild office and gathered that the last free lands of Avak were nomadic people that never had a port before. The Wenian Federation did not believe the port was set up by the nomadic people and wanted to know the origination. If it happened to be the Confederacy of Markets, the Wenian Federation wanted to know right away and required proof if that were the case. Unofficially, the Wenians wanted the port taken out. Shocked at the low price given by the guildmaster, Irving argued for the original price of their job. The party learned this was a common tactic to skim off the top of contracts. The official also noted the delta of the River of Death was the location of the port. Many countries upriver sent their dead down in it to enter the Pelagic Sea. After picking up several scrolls of telescription, the party stocked up on a month's worth of supplies before sailing south.
Yeah.
Yay!
We did it.
So, you
We got a
guys
boat.
are
Yeah.
currently on a fancy ass boat, and you are sailing south. Is there anything you want to do during your journey?
I'm just going to pull. Oh, okay. Just going to pull up a map.
I definitely want to chat with Ruth at some point.
Yeah,
Sure.
we gotta get the scoop.
Yeah.
I don't remember Ruth's voice, so we'll say maybe it changed. All right. You now see, you now have your entire crew back together. Ruth, Han, Juniper. And they are currently sitting with the wagon and just
Aw.
generally enjoying what's going on. Ruth has been holding a little target, and Han has been practicing the use of his blowgun and is getting quite accurate. He has a little setup. You know how people would have the harmonica setup? They have that with a blowgun.
Mhm.
And he has a set of darts, and he's able to put them into the blowgun with his tongue and then shoot.
Oh my gosh.
Han, that's almost as impressive as it is upsetting.
I told you I needed a blowgun. It's going to be fantastic. I'm going to be the scourge of all that are problems. I
I'm
missed
just
you
so
guys.
happy for you.
Yeah.
I missed
Aw,
you too. How was your trip?
Oh, it was really.
I deflected. I'm sorry. How was it gonna pretend?
That's fine.
Yeah.
It was very, very slow. We actually didn't encounter anything, but we were having to ford part of the river, and at some point there was no real path, so we had to take the wagon in the river. But we made it all right. I should not be
Wow.
speaking for Ruth. And then Ruth turns over and she is in her rocking chair. We were able to take everyone, and it was quite nice. We hung out at Corcus Lake, said hello. My husband hasn't returned yet, but I'm keeping an eye out, so fingers crossed.
Aw. Well, we'll make sure to check every now and again.
Well, I'm sure at some
Keeping-
point he'll reach out to me. At least he'd better. That I love that man, but he can be a little forgetful sometimes.
Aw. So it's hard to keep track of everything.
Yeah.
No, 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 no. If I didn't have my journal, I don't think I would be able to keep track of anything, if I'm being totally honest.
So no casualties. Everybody made it just fine.
Shockingly,
Any-
yes. The invisibility lasted long enough for actually us to progress.
That's great. Did we ever address whether like you knew anyone that we saved? Because we never really had a conversation with any of the people.
I didn't recognize anyone offhand. I also, side note, I cannot find Ruth's character sheet.
Oh, we'll be okay. When the war breaks out, we'll figure that out then. Just freestyle her stats.
All right. So some of them were actually missing, and I did know a few of them, but it was more of a tangential relationship, seeing people around. At least in my most recent lives, we haven't had anything intimate, but I am the mayor, so they knew of me when they saw me.
I love that we just took a town's mayor.
I completely forgot she was the mayor.
I love that we can just take a mayor and put her on a boat and be like, yeah, you're a tangential character in our story. I know that you run the local government of this very important place, but have fun hanging out on a boat with this face and a blowgun.
Yeah.
Well, the nice thing is a number of these Samsarans that you rescued actually had never been to Corcus Lake and didn't know of its existence. So we were able to
Oh, wow.
bring some people into the fold. It was quite nice. I mean, of all the ways that could have ended, I think we probably did as well as we could have. So I owe you to a debt of gratitude. How was your journey? I see that you now have a ship. You didn't include that much detail in your letter to me, so.
Well, I had 27 words. There's not a ton of room for detail. I'm not. Yeah, I probably wasted quite a few of them. It's been wild. We apologized to some vampires.
Oh.
I'm trying to remember when. Like what else we did in the vampire world. Yeah, that was how we got out of that problem. Turned out we just had to say we're sorry real nicely.
Yeah.
Well,
And they let us go.
Oh. Seems a little anticlimactic. Are you satisfied with that?
I mean there was more, but mostly just the taking of my blood.
Oh.
I mean, that's just a detail, though. We don't need to.
Yeah.
Chewing on my butt.
Just a detail.
Are you doing okay? I know your blood is a big thing for you.
Yeah, but it's
God,
like
yeah, she's so touchy.
I
about
kind of
it.
like want to wake up. Yeah.
And how's your torture god thing going?
It's great. It's great. Everything's great. Apparently my needs and opinions are whines and gripes. So I'll keep my mouth shut, Felicity.
You're allowed to whine.
See?
I'm
So touchy.
I'm the old grandmother of the group. You can whine to me.
Aw. Oh yeah. Oh, so we did make a ton of money, and we did draw from a deck of many things. That definitely happened. We got trapped in
Why?
a Fey realm. Oh, curiosity? Money?
Molly insisted on drawing from the deck of many things. And guess what? It went poorly.
No, it went great. It went great for me. I got this cool knife. I got this really cool knife. Check this thing out.
Wow.
And
That's impressive.
we got like 100,000 gold, and then all we had to do was do the worst thing either of us have ever experienced. That was the only thing we had to do in exchange, and it didn't even take that long. And I met this really cool fly.
A fly.
Yeah, probably the highlight of that experience. Felicity went on a date
Oh, we don't need to talk about that.
Yeah, it went great. Felicity is awesome at first impressions, it turns out.
I mean, I got to kill a couple dwarves, which was fun because they were super angry and hostile, and we made a lot of money.
That's true.
That sounds like a
Oh,
day
do you
for
remember? You remember Zani, right?
your head?
Yeah, well, we got another one.
Oh, this is a fun little menagerie you're developing.
Mm-hmm. My flying heads.
Gonna be
Felicity's flying heads. Felicity's flying faces.
Felicity,
Han-
fantastical flying faces.
Han gives you a little side eye. You're not gonna turn me into one of those, are you?
No, you need a skull, buddy.
No, I'm good. I'm very happy with the being in a ring thing.
You're happy? Really?
No, but I'd rather be that than a flying head that's that's a slave.
We talked about like putting you on top of one. What if we wrapped your face around one? Would you be into that?
I mean, how would you feel about having someone else's nose sticking through your cheek from the inside?
Not great, but what if we told you that we'd give you permission to tell it what to do?
Hey.
How about I think on it?
You take your time, Han. I'm just wondering, we can give you mobility again, is all I'm saying. Like, and we can give you autonomy again.
It might just be easier for you to
tentacles.
give me something that gives me mage hand and I can just lift myself around.
Well, you need to develop enough experience to become a level 1 caster. So with that blowgun, we just got to take you into the right rat basements and do this the old-fashioned way.
I mean, I'm undead. I don't think I can gain character levels.
Oh, I thought you could.
You have a feeling that this conversation right in that last second didn't really happen, but maybe.
Okay. All right.
I blacked out there for a minute.
Yeah. Whoa, what happened? Was Han talking?
Usually.
Yeah, you zoned out like you usually do. It's okay. I missed you
Sorry,
too.
Han. Missed you as well. You don't have to hang out down like below the deck with the cart. I know that we did that before, but like this is our ship. All of these people are kind of working for us, and you're definitely like in the executive suite.
Really?
Like
you almost hear tears if you could produce tears.
I mean, I was definitely talking more to Ruth. Molly doesn't say that out loud, but like that's what Molly is like realizing in that moment is like Han is the only one who like was at all impressed by that experience. It's just like, yes, Han.
Did you put up a little awning that I won't get blasted by the sun?
Did Molly think to put up an awning?
That's up to you. If you thought about Han, you might have been able to.
I rolled an 18. And I'm going to say that Molly didn't think about Han. I'm going to use that as a craft check to be like, hold on, I think so. Let me go double check. And Molly runs up and frantically attempts to craft an awning in like 5 seconds.
Yeah, you managed to just take some nice extra fabric and create kind of this drape. And it has just 2 iron posts sticking out, and you can just drape it over the front if the sun is going to blast him.
Han, yeah. As she runs down, just like sweating and breathing hard. It's like, yeah, I absolutely remember to do that, Han. It is up there waiting for you.
Tectoon
has been this whole time.
Tectoon looks at you. Are you sure you're doing okay with the whole torture thing? You're sweating.
That's not.
Molly just physically exerted herself.
Yeah,
doesn't
sorry.
have anything to do with her condition.
I moved quickly, and yeah, and yeah.
I know. Sometimes our little legs take a long time.
It's tough. I just had to run and check for Han, and that just took a lot of energy. That act alone. But yeah, no, the torture thing's torture thing is happening.
Tectoon looks to Han and Ruth. He killed 2 people that were helping us, but they were going to die anyway, so kind of Molly kills.
I think it's a wash.
Yeah, it was I will say it's a wash. they were bad people to begin with. They were our enemies, and then we convinced them to be our friends, and then we were all gonna die, and I had to make a deal to get us out of there. And two, let's say sub-innocent people. I'm not gonna say that they were totally innocent. They were actively trying to kill us minutes earlier, but they had stopped.
Ruth just kind of nods.
Yeah,
So
no, Ruth,
basically,
I'm not
you
excited
just
about it either.
you just want to have the questions stop coming right now. I'm gathering, right?
The thing is all the questions that you have that you are looking to answers for, those are all my questions too. That's sort of the problem. Is I don't know a lot. All I know is that this thing was supposed to just want me to torture people, and then sometimes it wants me to kill people, and I'm trying to do neither most of the time.
So why did you agree to do this again?
You know how, have you ever been in a situation where you make a very, very big, crazy decision around like this one anticipated circumstance, and you know it's a great decision for that, and then 5 minutes later you realize you're in a totally different place, and like that decision doesn't mesh at all with the world that you actually live in. And then it's like, how much do I change who I am and where I am to fit that? Versus just hope that that hangs out and you can resolve. Does that make any sense? I don't know.
It
I'm
sounds like
terrified.
you're not you're having some buyer's remorse, and you are past the time where they'll take it back, and now you have to figure out how to live with this expensive big thing that's now in your life.
Yeah, it's like you can't just unbecome a God's chosen. It's like that in itself will be death for me.
Well, let's hope that you can have a productive conversation with your god of choice.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
I'm sure they're very reasonable.
But yeah, in the meantime, I still got this branding iron. She snaps it out of her wrist. Still got these thumb screws and these manacles, and I mean, all this stuff is cool.
Yeah. It only cost everything.
Yeah, it only costs like my soul and my autonomy, and yeah.
You
I
know
mean, there's
what?
other cool stuff.
I think it's a sign that your best friend is someone who doesn't care about morality.
It absolutely helps.
Who's your best friend?
Tech-Tune.
Yeah, that tracks.
Tech-Tune almost believes that's the truth until he thinks about it for a hot second. Like, no,
I'm gonna roll a bluff on Tech-Tune.
Okay.
I think that roll deserves a bluff. And that's influence?
Yes.
That's a 12. I have a +9 influence. That's a 12.
Tech-Tune.
Really?
Yeah, I rolled a 3.
Tech-Tune knows that you're joking, but is also like, I'm creeping up there. I'm gonna be a close third after Ruth.
Yeah.
Wait, how do you have
I have so many skill points every level.
Nice. Damn. Pays to be smart.
It really does in this game.
Ruth goes over to you, Felicity. And how are you doing?
You know, all in all, pretty good. Lost my original ship to a different plane of existence, but the crew went with it and they were all kind of irritating anyways, so I think it's okay. You know, all in all, I'd kind of like the original ship back, just, you know, that's kind of a big fuck you to the current captain. But
Yeah. What plane of existence?
Uh,
Is the
I
astral?
don't. Is it astral?
Yeah.
The astral plane.
Okay, at least it's not the plane of fire, so you can definitely at least attempt to get it back. It's not burning.
That's so true. That's so true. Yeah. Yeah.
So
So we'll eventually we'll go take care of that. Just a little errand to run. Really.
so when we have
Um,
time, we're just taking a jaunt to the astral plane to recover a
Yeah.
pirate ship.
Yeah. It shouldn't take that long, really, or much effort.
Yeah, it'd be really easy to get it back as well, because we
Yeah.
definitely know how to move a ship
Yeah.
between the planes.
We've got a wizard now. It's fine.
Yeah, we've got a wizard on
Have you met
deck.
a wizard? I don't remember his name, but he's here.
This is
Hello,
Artemis Fowl,
I
our
am
wizard.
Lemaire. I am your
Lemaire.
new wizard, and I am here to
Wizard.
assist you.
Yeah.
With-
Oh, did you get Tech-Tune's coffee this morning?
What?
I know he put in an order. I know. I watched him put in the order.
Yeah, this is technically an internship. I don't know if we explained that to you.
He casts create food and drink and produces coffee for everyone.
Oh my
Wow,
God! Thank you
great.
so much. I knew hiring you was the right call.
Yeah, this day was going to be long before that, so thank you.
Yeah, so listen, I know Tectun is my supervisor, but I really have some issues with the whole coffee thing. Because I have to use spell slots that are not going to help you with the ship.
That's not a cantrip for you?
Well, that's why we bought you the coffee maker.
Yeah, we spent so much money on beans too. So
Yeah.
I'm kind of offended that you're just like
yeah, you
magicking them.
you can
when we
magic
spent
it,
all this money.
You
but
realize
that's kind of a waste.
you have a ship cook, right? Who was much
Did
more.
we take care of that? Or I don't think cook makes coffee though.
Yeah,
I
cook's
think
kind
that's
of the
specifically a
food.
wizard thing.
The wizard makes the coffee. I think it's in your contract.
Yeah.
Can I Can I? I don't even know what to do. Should I try to forge a new one? Should we just bluff?
He pulls
your
out
bluff's
his
better than mine,
contract
right?
and says it says nothing about coffee.
Are
Yes,
you
it
sure?
does right here. That's it's an 18 bluff check.
Can I do a help?
Okay. So he's holding on to the contract.
20. It's a 20 bluff check.
Okay. He's holding on to the contract. How are you bluffing this?
I'm just pointing to like a very small piece of text and then moving my hand away so he can't really see like he has to like clock it quickly.
You know what?
Yes, there's probably nothing where I
Can I like
pointed.
try to like add
No.
Add
Just
to
a
the
little,
paper that
yeah,
they're
like
holding.
a little bullet point.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Sure. Why don't you make a finesse check to sleight of hand this?
That should probably be you.
I was gonna say no, you chose to do this, and I can't imagine you're doing this without disadvantage.
No, my finesse isn't very good. I have a +2.
Yeah, but you said you're doing this.
Yeah, I know. That's a 12.
Okay, you have pulled out your pen and are moving closer, and they go, I think I'll just do a contract review and make sure that I didn't miss anything. As you're like leaning in, like biting your tongue.
Right.
Let me point with my pen, which is happily inked.
Yes.
Yeah.
I just, I would have thought you would have thoroughly read your contract before you signed it, but
I'm sure I did, but I'll make sure that there's no issues with the way that we both interpret my contract.
Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect. That sounds great. You're going to have a third party review that, right? Not just you.
Yeah, I'm going to have Han do it.
Oh, great.
Han is actually my lawyer. So I think there might be a conflict of interest here.
No, it's okay. You can have lawyers do multiple people at the same time. You just have to.
Yeah, but at the same side of a trial, I'm pretty sure that that's illegal. And I've had Han on
We're not going to
retainer
trial.
for
Do you plan on going to
It's
trial over
okay.
this?
It's okay.
I mean, it depends. Are we
can
going to
have
trial
fun.
over this?
No, not for coffee.
Okay.
Trial's very expensive.
Fine.
Lemaire's
will
like, what the
hire-
hell did I get signed on for?
All right, Lemaire, I will hire somebody to make the coffee. It will come out of your pay.
Oh, I don't see where that's in the contract, but you're welcome to do that.
We'll work it out.
We'll figure
It's
it
fine.
out. I'll hire a ship's barista. Next time we're at port, remind me we need a ship's
Okay.
barista.
Yeah. If only Han had arms.
God. Tech-Tune, I'm so sorry about this.
You see Tech-Tune has popped some sort of medication and takes a swig. I'm sorry, what?
Oh, nothing. I can see you're solving the problem your own way.
I don't know any problems right now. Do you want one?
Oh. I'm good. Do you want one?
Molly.
You look like you could take one.
No, I'm okay. Molly also.
It'll help with
At
the
some
little
point needs to go
neurotic
fishing.
bit of your brain.
Oh, you mean the entire thing?
Yeah. Wow. Wow. It's amazing how the group dynamic goes right back to bully the gnome once you have other people involved.
Strength in numbers.
Yeah. So here's what I'm gonna do.
What are
I'm gonna
you
go-
do?
I'm gonna go upstairs.
Yeah.
We're already
I'm gonna
upstairs.
fish. Off. Oh, we are. Oh, did we all
We're
go
on
up?
the-
Yeah, because you should.
I thought they were.
You got Hans thing
I thought
set
they
up,
were
so-
under. Oh, that's true. Yeah. I thought we were under the deck for some reason because
Oh.
you said they were like with the cart and with Juniper. I didn't know she'd be on the deck.
No, I guess you're right. I think I was going to say you went upstairs and I got distracted by something you said. So no, you're on your way
Okay.
up right now.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go fish. I'm gonna bring my donkey.
Why? To fish on a boat?
I just don't want her to be corrupted by your horrible influence.
I forget Juniper exists every day. I don't think you have anything to worry about.
Wow. I cover Juniper's ears. Well, have fun with Han. I'm going over.
Okay.
Juniper
Molly,
quietly
look-
brays.
Molly's going to look for like a very, very burly crew member and is going to go fishing. Just needs somebody nearby to grab the rod if she catches something too big.
Okay, you find a very muscular, swarthy gentleman.
Ooh,
Ooh.
worthy.
Yeah, I pull him aside, be like, hey, so I know I'm not the official captain of this vessel, but
Yeah,
I
I
am
know.
like
You're like second captain, right? Under captain.
so here's what's gonna happen, and I need you to just listen for a moment.
Okay.
Just listen.
When?
And-
Starting now?
There's some work that needs to be done up at the crow's nest. If you could go do that and say not another word to me and just spend the day up there, I'd really appreciate
Well,
it.
we already have Patrice up there, and she's a really great person to do that. I'm
Yeah,
more of
yeah.
like moving the barrels and pulling the sails and whatnot.
Then why don't you go move the barrels?
The barrels have already been moved. I'm on it, under captain. But if you want me to move them to a separate part of the ship, that's an option too. But you look like you're about to go fishing.
Oh.
Oh,
I was, and I lost my appetite.
well, good thing you don't need to be hungry to fish.
Isn't that so? I'm not going to learn your name. And she just walks away.
Did I say something wrong?
Oh my
I can't
God.
do it. I can't do it. These Mickey Mouse
The
motherfuckers.
dude's name is Tiny Tim from now on.
All right. Okay, I find the first mate.
Irving?
Irving.
Well, hi there.
There's a big man with a tiny voice, and I don't understand it. And I'm concerned, like,
With a tiny
why
voice.
with a tiny little voice. I'm just sort of concerned why you hired them.
Bubba is the best in the business.
Bubba.
All right.
Do you
Now that I
I'm
know
s-
their name is Bubba, Molly's like kind of warming up.
listen, I understand Bubba can be a little off-putting,
Just
but
you saying the name Bubba Colton is so funny to me.
but they're really a nice guy. You just need to get past that scar on his chest.
Oh. Okay, so now Molly's intrigued.
And I understand he walks around shirtless a lot, and some people are like, oh my God, but he is very proud of what he did. And you should hear him sing. He can hit a note.
Okay.
Like, he does his own aria. It's a beautiful thing.
Bubba, is he still on the deck near me? Or is he
Yes?
far away? Could you come here for a minute?
Oh, of course. Under, Captain.
Thank you. I was told that you have a beautiful singing voice. I was wondering if you'd take a moment to sing for me.
Knew that was going to happen. Ave Maria.
That's beautiful. Could you sing a little bit more?
I don't know the words.
Do you know any show tunes?
Not any that don't have copyright issues.
What about Wheels on the Bus? I think that's old enough to be non-copyright. Could you sing that for me?
What's a bus?
What about Row Your Boat? We're on a boat.
You know, I'm thinking that you might be a little ship-centric.
You're right. I am getting
very
ship-centered.
focused on a lot of modes of transportation.
I am focused. I'm You know, Bubba, maybe you're right. Maybe I'm focusing too much on the movement, trying to get somewhere. Maybe I need to take a second, try to be more present and be more aware of where I am rather than focused on where I'm trying to go.
He puts his very large hands on your shoulders. And that is personal growth.
Bubba, do you want to come fishing with me?
I would love to fish.
Okay. Bubba and I go fishing, and I try to catch a peek of his creepy scar, but I don't say anything.
Okay, make a perception check.
11.
You see just part of it peeking out. He has the he has one of those sailor shirts where it has like the crisscross leather strap that kind of will bind it together. You see part of it peeking out. It's very red and very raised. You can actually see part of it bulging through the shirt.
Ooh, I'm just gonna ask Bubs, what's going on your chest?
I knew it was a matter of time. People always ask about that first. So, anyways,
Hey, I asked you to sing first.
So, when I was a member of the Royal Ballet, I was doing a lift and was not aware that the sword that they were carrying was not sheathed. So when I lifted them, it just cut right into me. And those show swords, I fought long and hard for us to get dull ones. But nope, they were like, we need to cut through things on stage, and it makes for a better show. And they cut through me, they did. Yes, sir. So
Right through?
Right through. It's like it comes out my back a little bit. It was real bad, but it cut through some of the muscles, and now I can't do the lifts like I want to, and it ended my Royal Ballet career.
Yeah, I was an expert in subterfuge and sabotage, and I would blow up buildings all the time. And then this count sort of took my eye and my arm, so I can relate.
Yeah, that's about the same thing.
Yeah, pretty similar.
You know, I appreciate you sharing that with me because I did want to ask about the arm and the eye. Some people find that a little unappealing. talking about
Unappealing
it.
is a soft word. Yeah, talking about it. Yes. No. There are plenty of people who just don't like it in general too. But yeah, I appreciate having somebody who can relate to living with a big ugly scar that everyone can see.
Well, yeah, it hides it a little bit, but if I get wet, my God, you just see it.
Oh, and
What?
you are getting wet on this ship, Bubba. I can tell you that.
If you set me up with the cook, maybe.
Ooh. You know, Bubba, I know you're really good at like moving things around, but how would you like a promotion that'll bring you closer to the cook?
I would be curious what this promotion entails.
I want to promote you to ship's barista.
What's that?
You'll work with the cook and you'll just make coffee.
That doesn't sound like I'm lifting a whole lot.
You wouldn't be lifting a whole lot. We might still need you for some really heavy stuff on occasion, but like that'll be like an exclusion in your contract. You know, not something you'll have to do every day, just more of a sheer necessity is like, oh, this guy's ripped. We need his help kind of thing. But yeah, you'll just be making really good coffee for people. We had a ship's barista, but there was an issue with their contract, the super whiny freaking wizard. And
Can I
just
call
found ourselves short there.
Can I call it Bajava?
Bajava?
Bajava. Baba Java.
Why?
You know, Bajava. Or Bubba Java if you like that better.
What about Bubba's Beans?
I feel like that is.
Bubba's Beanery?
Yeah, that sounds worse.
Bubba's Big Bean Spot?
Bubba's Beans Below Deck.
Yeah. Bubba's Beans Below Deck. It already has a name.
The
Bubba's
triple
Brews.
Brew me below
BBBD?
deck. Got it.
Yeah. Brew me below the deck. Yep. Yeah.
Saucy.
All right. Well, if you'll take it, you can start tomorrow. We
All
have
right.
a machine. We have everything you need.
What machine is that?
Yes, Molly. What machine is that?
Hold on. And Molly frantically runs again. Okay. The first thing Molly wants to do is craft a rudimentary pour over device.
So
Very simple.
one thing I'm gonna give you this because Molly would know coffee. You need to grind the
Mhm.
beans, and that's probably the first thing that you want to focus
Yeah.
on.
I know, but we can do that in a mortar and pestle if we have to, which I'm sure we have.
Okay. So you want
I will
to
work on
make a pour over coffee system.
Yeah, I'm gonna craft first is the pour over thing, and then from there I'm gonna try to craft some sort of crank run grinder.
Do you have
And
a base idea for what item you're gonna focus on as the core
For the grinder?
for the pour over device? Just
What do you mean the core?
like the main item that you're gonna like focus and
Oh, just
modify.
like wood and metal. It's
Okay.
just like a fancy coffee shop little like.
Okay.
I think the hardest thing is like a mesh funnel.
Okay.
But I'm just gonna try to make something like that we can use to start.
Okay.
That as a craft check is gonna be actually I'm gonna take a potion. Wait, no, that only works once. I'm saving that. I thought it was a time thing. That's a 19 craft for a rudimentary pour over device.
Okay. You haven't added water to it, but it looks better. You managed to shave off any of the jagged edges of metal that you've warped to fit into this. You made sure that you didn't use iron. You found some steel to avoid it from rusting and then getting into the flavor of the coffee. So you have made a rudimentary device.
Okay, now we're gonna try something more complex. I'm gonna try to like rummage up some like extra gears and things, and try to create some sort of like automatic crank run grinding situation.
Okay, I'm glad you said that, not espresso maker.
Oh no, that's the next craft check. Don't worry.
Would you make a craft check for me then?
That one is a 26.
Okay, so gears are especially expensive because everything has to be made by hand. So,
Mhm.
and I'm sorry, what was the number one more time?
26.
You managed to find 3 stones that, with the help of Lemaire, you are able to shape into like rough triangle shapes so that you can adjust the spacing that will rotate and grind up beans at different levels of fineness.
Mm-hmm.
And you managed to build that onto your coffee maker to the side of it.
We'll just have those be separate elements.
Okay.
Because the third craft check, I want to start the construction of an espresso maker. And I imagine this is going to take some time, maybe some specialized parts that I find. But this is sort of the beginnings of getting an espresso maker on the ship. I want to start the construction of it with what I have.
What an episode.
Okay. I'm going to say, to save you materials, you're probably going to be drawing out the plans to make something like this, rather than
Probably.
Okay, so
Yeah.
why don't you make a craft check to try and use your knowledge of thermodynamics and coffee?
This espresso machine runs on bombs that give people leprosy.
It doesn't run on Duncan.
It doesn't run on Duncan. No, so for this one, Molly really knuckles down. She sits down, she thinks hard, and she pops a little potion of Crafter's Fortune. I think that's what it's called. Yeah. So I add 5 to this check on top of what I normally add.
Okay. Are you going to use any story points with this? You don't have to.
I'm gonna burn a story point ahead of
Oh
time.
my god, on a coffee maker.
On a coffee maker.
On an espresso maker.
Sorry, yes, espresso.
Okay. So that was maybe the most useless story point I've ever used. So that's also 26 somehow with the +5 and the extra point.
Okay. You managed to figure out the coffee element of it. What you're struggling with is how you're going to create the pressurized tank that is going to force water through the extra fine coffee, especially because you lack the tools to make something like that on the ship.
Okay.
But you have some ideas for what you can do. Unfortunately, you just lack some of that specialized knowledge in engineering.
Okay, I run back to Bubba, just sweating. Also,
it's been like 2 hours, maybe 3 hours.
Oh, it has?
Yeah, because you had to build these
still fishing?
things. Yeah, Bubba's fishing. I'll see if he caught anything during those 2 to 3 hours. Mm-hmm. Would you roll a d4 and a percentile die for me, please?
A d4 and a percentile. Yeah. One on the d4. And then a 5 on the percentile.
He manages to catch a baby dolphin, which he then releases.
That was good, Bubba.
It was a Sorry. It was a baby. You don't keep baby animals. It is not responsible.
That's true, but baby meat is good meat. Shifting the topic of conversation. So I have for you some basic tools. This is just a standard pour over. I'll teach you how to use it. Very simple. This is a coffee grinder. We're working on the espresso machine. I've got the schematics drawn up. Just trying to finalize some details. But yeah,
I
I'm
have to
happy
be
to take
honest
you down
with you.
there.
Looking at these plans, I have no idea what this means.
You're not the only one of the two of us. So
Thank God, because ballet doesn't help.
oh my God, no. Most things don't. This is chicken scratch that I will turn into a functioning object.
A chicken
Out
wrote
of pure
this?
luck. Yes, Bubba, work with me.
Holy shit! When did you get a writing chicken?
Yeah,
That's so fucking
Bubba.
cool!
We're going downstairs. I'm gonna introduce you to the cook. We're gonna find you a workstation in their area, and we're gonna work on the sign for Brew Me Below Deck.
Okay,
Okay.
sounds great.
Okay. I take Bubba below the deck. I imagine we can scene shift here.
So, while Felicity goes with Bubba below deck, while Molly takes Bubba below deck, Felicity, what are you doing?
I would like to be doing captain-y things.
Okay.
So I want to be hanging out at the wheel and maybe working on a new map.
A new map?
Yeah.
What are you are you like starting from total scratch, or are you adding to the current map?
Maybe we should add to the current map.
Okay, so you have your reversed map
Mhm.
with your changes that you've been making.
Mm-hmm.
What are you focusing on altering on this map?
So I was looking at the real map.
Let me pull up the map so I can. Okay.
Can you pinpoint for me where we are at currently?
Yeah, so do you see where the Wenian Federation is? It's on Talia. It's in the upper left part. Yeah, so you're not very far to the west and south of that. You're between the Galean Isles and West Front and Diane's Court. Like if you triangulate, that's where you are.
Okay. Cool.
You can see waiting for it to load. You can see the oh my gosh. Sorry, I should have had a map pulled up.
Oh, you're good.
You can see the baobab trees of West Front in the distance.
Of West Front. Okay. So I'm gonna try and because I don't think that Felicity has really ever been to Talia prior to this. So she's going to try and map out the coastline that we're seeing, like that inlet by Diane's Court and the West Front, and then the blob that is probably the Galean Isles, since we're not really probably close enough to see the whole thing.
Yeah, looking at your map, there's a couple things that could be this. It could be Omia is rotated, and you have that little inlet there. It could be that you're looking at Smuggler's Inlet, which you've been to.
That's true.
Or it could be like something weird with Omoon. So if you don't want to draw something new, you could think that somehow one of the continents got spun. But if you want to start drawing the coastline, you're welcome to.
Yeah, I think I'll just attach it.
You can cut the map apart
Omia.
and start like.
Yeah, so it's like this. I'm not remembering that we like crossed an ocean to get here. So it's all connected. It's all land.
Okay. So, did you draw from Mostran to Omia? Because you believed you were in Omia the last time. Because you thought it was flipped west to east.
Oh, right, because my map from Corcus Lake was backwards.
Yeah, you thought it was the lake up north or west or something.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll say I did.
Okay.
Obviously not correctly, but
Yeah, okay. You have created a mythical land bridge. And why don't you make a craft check to see how good you do?
sweet. I have like nothing to craft. Oh no, that's a lie. I have a +5. I don't know how I managed that. So it's a 10.
It's respectable. This is like an average person's rendition of a land bridge. Are you working with anyone on this, or are you just kind of keeping to yourself?
No.
Okay.
No, this is Felicity's project. She's, only she can do it correctly.
Yeah.
So.
Ruth comes up over to you. What you working on?
Oh, I'm just updating our map.
Oh, may I?
So we have the most current version.
May I look?
It's not quite finished yet, but sure.
She takes a look at it. Oh. I have never seen a map with these details before.
Yeah, I pay close attention. I want everything to be as detailed as possible. You see the little trees I added here to this land bridge that we crossed?
Yeah.
It's very important. And I'm pretty sure there was like a little hill, so I'm going to add that in here, kind of in the middle.
Okay. You're missing the tower from Raven Rock.
Oh my gosh, you're so right.
At this point, she has just accepted that you cannot be convinced otherwise, and she's going to be supportive.
Ruth is so nice.
I think you're doing a great job as captain.
Thank you. I mean, I have years of experience, so really it comes naturally.
You do, but some people, their talents degrade over time, and it doesn't look like yours have.
No. Sharp as attack. Still Captain Redclaw to my core.
I really like your new flag.
Thank you. That was actually a collaboration with Molly and I. It was
wow.
There were some bold choices that I didn't necessarily agree with in the moment, but I think it works.
It does. Well, I think I may go up to the crow's nest and just enjoy the view, if that's all right with you, Captain.
Oh, sure. You can come down and tell me what you see later, and I'll add it to my map.
You know what? I'll write it. You know what? I'm gonna take a little note. She takes out a little notebook. She's like, I'm gonna take special notes for your map.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. The view is pretty good from down here, but it is better from the crow's nest. So.
How are you doing with your spyglass? You're not looking at any more suns, are you?
No, I try not to. That rather hurt the last time.
You're quick.
I learn from my mistakes, let me tell you.
And with that, we're going to take a brief break. Hello, everyone. We're back. So, you guys are working on your map, coffee bar designs and setup. Is there anything that you want to be doing over your journey?
Thought you would have learned not to ask us that.
Yeah.
Hey, whatever
Yeah.
you want to do, you're welcome to.
I mean, how long is it? We're like traveling for several weeks, right?
You have another 2 weeks, I think, before you reach the Dead's Farewell. Maybe a little less depending on the wind, which I am rolling for.
Oh, okay. Um, I mean, I don't have anything in particular that I'm like itching to do.
Yeah, we don't have to roleplay this, but I am putting work into getting the coffee bar set up, trying to like because like yes, the crew has access to their own beans, but they have to make all their own coffee. This dude is making better coffee for them out of a sick machine. I also want to get Bubba in with the cook and get them like acquainted and friendly. Sort
Sure.
of
Do you
facilitate that relationship.
do you want to role play that or just make a roll for setting them up?
I'll make a setting them up roll. What kind of is that like influence or is that like a
Yeah,
intimidate?
well, it depends on what type of relationship you want them to have. Um, I would say probably influence if you want it to be more friendly versus you convincing the cook that she should date Bubba.
I'm just gonna talk up Bubba's like fishing skills, and I'm just gonna have like a conversation with them both, like introduce them, say, hey, Bubba's gonna be working coffee. We're building a bar over in the corner, putting some putting some effort in. It's called Brew Me Below Deck. So if you want to think of a clever sexual pun for the kitchen, we can definitely get a sign made. I guess it doesn't have to be sexual, but like to be on theme would be kind of fun. Um, yeah, I don't even know your name. I'm sorry. My name's Molly. I'm the under captain of the ship. I have no real authority.
My name is Hetty. How about breakfast and Hetty?
Oh my god. Hetty, 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 you're in. You're in.
New favorite character.
Yeah. Yeah. We're in. Where this is gonna be awesome. I've got plans. We are going to revolutionize piracy.
Of course, of all the names I had picked out, it was Hetty.
Yeah, that's great. So I'm gonna roll an influence check just to kind of like tease in cool stuff about Bubba and like just make them look good. They don't need my help.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a 20 influence.
Okay.
Not to like do anything outright, but to just like
Talk up Bubba.
talk up Bubba and like try to like talk when Bubba's talking so their voice isn't very present.
Hetty engages in some conversation with Bubba, and as you interrupt a little bit, they start giving you side eye, like, "What is with this person? Why won't they let this person I'm working with talk?"
What kind of check would you say it is? Oh, I just lost half my character sheet. There we go. What kind of check would you say it is to interpret that
That
and stop?
that'd be a sense motive, so perception.
Okay. I rolled a 9. So things feel weird and I just keep talking.
Yeah. And at some point, Hetty goes, "I don't mean to be rude, but you're interrupting Bubba a lot. Is there a reason?"
I'm gonna give myself one more roll. That's a 10. Do I have any context?
Yeah. 10 was like the realizing that she's calling you out for talking over Bubba, and she thinks
Oh,
you're being a
okay.
little rude.
Am I being rude? On my ship that I bought?
Yeah, you are.
I appreciate that attitude, Hetty. I'm gonna need you to finish that sign. I'm gonna leave because if I stick around and you say one more mean thing to me, I might actually blow up this ship. I'm a little unpredictable.
I'm sorry. Did you
But
think that was mean? I'm just trying to have an open, honest line of communication. If I'm
and
gonna
I
work on your
respect
ship,
that.
we're gonna be on good relations, right?
Hetty, I love it. I respect it, but you need to know something about me. I sometimes fly off the handle for no reason. And I love that about me. But really dangerous when you're on a boat in the middle of an
He
ocean.
pulls out a
Which is why.
peppermint stick and gives it to you.
Oh my god, that's so sweet. Thank you.
Give it a taste. It'll help.
I taste the peppermint. Is it poison?
No,
I want to sniff it. Oh.
it's not
Okay.
poisonous. But it's very intense. Not overly so, but it's definitely like, wow, this is a fucking peppermint.
Wow. You know, Hetty, the best thing about these is when I got this peppermint in my mouth, I can't talk. I put it in and I go work on the bar.
All right. You have your peppermint stick and you're working on the bar.
Having a great time.
And you learned of the opinionated Hetty and you created a lovely set of sex puns.
Yeah.
Felicity, are you doing anything besides working on your map? And your mysterious mythical land bridge?
Can't wait to find out about that.
I think Felicity's just like genuinely enjoying being back on a ship again. Like she feels more centered and grounded in a weird way.
All right. You're kind of doing your life's purpose, right?
Yeah. So it feels very good. She has people to boss around that don't like talk back.
Han is still practicing the blowgun and he's getting very good. Ruth actually takes time and whittles him additional blowgun darts.
Aww.
She has like this big block of wood that she then just like takes off little pieces.
Aw.
So nice.
And they're actually chatting and laughing and talking about kind of Ruth's history and how she got involved with ships before and stories of her husband being a bosun and how she was kidnapped at some point and taken onto the ship. And they seem to have developed a relationship, the two of them, having been traveling together as much as they did. And Han is practicing some Samsarin, as it looks like Ruth has been trying to teach him.
Aw. We should paint him blue.
Tectoon is working on brewing you guys some potions, and he's kind of he comes up to you and says, hey, I can make us some cure moderate wounds potions, but I'll need to replace some of my supplies later. Could I get about 450 gold to replace that, and I can make us each a potion?
Each one potion?
That's for the 3. The 450 gives you 3 potions of cure.
We don't have any, so heck yeah.
I think actually, hang on, it's 50, 100, 150, I think.
I'm trying to remember what it is for crafting versus buying.
It's
I think
half
it's half
of it.
to craft, and it should be like 300 to buy cure moderate.
That's what I was thinking. I just want to make sure.
All my information is from a different game system, technically, also, so don't trust me. They're just similar.
It's been a long time since you guys have dealt with potions.
Yeah, we
let's
keep
see.
forgetting to buy them, and then Tectoon's down in a fight, and we don't have a healer, and nobody has a cure light wounds potion.
Oh, cure light wounds costs 50 to make. Oh. Oh, that's just the cost of it. Oh, yeah, it's 150 a piece. So you'll get cure moderate wounds. You each, you Tectoon, or you Ruth, and you each get a potion of cure moderate wounds.
Okay.
And then
I'm gonna put
Tectoon
it in
takes
my
the
inventory.
450 and we'll get more supplies for it.
Sweet, yeah. He
And-
has his 450 gold.
And Tectoon can make those on demand for you guys too. So
Wait.
Sweet.
I guess Tectoon should
Adding
technically
to
make
my character
checks for those.
sheet.
Oh shit. One of them becomes a +5 on top of that. So you guys can decide who gets that. He criticaled on his craft check.
Well, Felicity isn't here, so I'm taking it. Your moderate wounds +5.
Correct.
Sweet.
Clutch.
Clutch. Or I can't take hits like you anyway. Okay. So we have our potions.
Oh, nope, I screwed that up.
Cruising.
They are cure moderate wounds +5. That one is a +10.
Jesus.
Dang, son. I'm gonna put yours on my character sheet for now, Victoria. Unless you want to add it.
Oh, why did my... Oh, Nora must have sat on my...
She does that.
How do I fix that? Here we go. No, I'll put mine down here, if that's okay.
Yeah. Sweet. We got potions. Tectoon, thanks for making those. We're definitely going to force you to make more. Can I actually just have him make another set? Or is he out of supplies?
He can make more.
I'm just going to give him 900 and have him make a set. Make everybody 2.
Okay, let me see that all those turn out. Yep. Okay. Get another set that are +5.
Word. Oops.
Heck yeah.
Being weird. Okay, I guess you'll just have to put mine on yours for now. That's why
Okay.
my sheet's being weird now.
So make perception checks for me.
Perception.
Crit fail.
All right, Molly,
21.
you are looking into the swirling potion. It's quite mesmerizing. It looks like Tectoon put in glitter. Felicity, you notice off to your left the forest of bounty where you saw those baobab trees earlier. You notice that they're using your spyglass. You notice that there's a lot of fruit and other herbs, and also like boars and other creatures here. So the Forest of Bounty seems to really hold up to its name. You've heard about it, but you have never really been in this area so much.
Oh.
You notice that there's kind of rocky shoals around it, but if you wanted
Okay.
to, you could take a rowboat or a dinghy over there to collect if you so wanted.
I'm down. Molly also kind of wants to restock some of her poison supplies. So maybe finding a poisonous creature is on her docket. Yeah, let's go.
The dinghy
gonna
will hold
snag-
4, so it could take you guys, Ruth, and Tectoon if you wanted.
Okay, can we add Han to that? What does he count as an extra?
Han will be
I feel
free
like-
because Han is so small.
Sweet. I feel like Ruth. Yeah, we'll do him that solid. Do you want to the 4 of us go then?
Yeah.
All right, Bubba, you're in charge till we get back.
What? No. The first mate is in charge.
Okay.
Yeah. What about Irving?
Yeah, Irving's in charge. Don't listen to Molly.
Sorry, Bubba. I kind of thought that I knew how this worked.
Irving is like, the fuck? Like,
Irving, it wasn't meant to be a slight to you. I thought I could just pick a random person.
You aren't even the captain.
Yeah, but I'm like the ship's treasurer. I have all the money. I'm rich. I'm rich, and you should respect that.
you probably
don't.
shouldn't be yelling that in front of your crew.
I don't have it on my person. No, I have it all on my person, unfortunately.
You left some of
Ain't
it in
no
the
banks
bank.
at sea.
Oh, no, there's tons of it in the bank, yeah. But like all the money I have is on my person.
Oh, you need to at some point decide to tell Ruth that you put her as a beneficiary on the account.
Oh yeah, we'll get there.
Okay. So you take the dinghy and are working your way towards the shoreline. I need whoever is rowing the boat to make a. I guess what would
That's you,
sailing
Molly is
be?
rowing. The captain doesn't row.
Cool.
Make an athletics check.
Awesome. I'm making that at -3. So thanks.
To
Felicity.
avoid the rocky shoals.
That's a 12.
That's not bad.
Okay, you're managing to get
Yeah.
out of there. This is a little more strenuous than you were hoping for. But
Felicity's like that painting of George Washington crossing the river. She's like standing in
Yeah.
the boat in front of you as you're rowing.
Molly looks up and says, "Man, I'm rowing the hell out of this boat. I can't imagine a single person of any kind could ever do a better job than me at this right now. I am so good. I'm the best that there ever was at captaining this boat."
make another check as you're passing between two of the rocky shoals and a wave is coming.
Can I influence check to make sure Felicity hears that?
Oh, I didn't realize you were saying that out loud. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
I was saying that all out loud. I'm the best. Nobody else could ever do a better job than me at captaining this little boat.
What did you say? I'm sorry. Did you say something?
No.
Captain.
I
I
did
heard the
roll
word
a 4
captain.
to go between these two rocks because I was asked to make athletics checks.
Does
Felicity,
Felicity fall over?
make a reflex to not go overboard.
Make it with disadvantage as I shake the boat.
You don't get to
No, I'm
decide
shaking the boat. I shake the boat.
The boat is already being rocked. I don't think you can
Yeah.
shake
I
it
rock
much
it
more.
harder. I hit her with an oar.
I got a 24.
I crit failed to hit her with an oar.
Make a roll to confirm that for me.
I rolled a 10.
10.
Okay. The oar is cracked as you hit it against the rock when you make Felicity.
Are you happy?
No. I'm rowing.
I could demote you to under captain.
I own this boat.
We own this boat.
Yeah.
I am captain. We made that money, not you. You just spent the money.
Yeah.
You're good at spending my money.
I'm turning this boat around. I row back to the ship.
Make
That's
With a broken oar.
That's a modified 1 on my athletics check.
you are flustered.
Sorry, modified 2.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes a huge difference.
Yeah.
You're flustered and the oar is cracked and you are just angry at this situation and you're rowing really fast, but you don't take it low enough that it actually gets in the water. You're just skimming the top of the water.
Okay. Molly just lets go of the oars and we're floating.
Okay, you are now.
She doesn't let them float away.
Why are we not moving? We're supposed to be going that way towards the land.
I'm not good at this.
All right.
You're making me do this and you are far stronger than me.
Fine. I push Molly out of the way.
All right.
Like, just push you
You are now
to go row.
rowing. So
Yeah.
why don't you make an athletics check to row the boat?
I would love to. 17.
All right. The boat is moving forward at a faster pace. It seems that you, being taller, have more of an advantage with rowing than someone who is small.
Yeah. Maybe asking the gnome to row the boat was a mistake.
I didn't ask. I told.
Make one more check as you see a swell has shown a rock straight ahead
I
of
roll
you.
to make it harder by being annoying.
Oh my god.
I critted.
To be annoying, you don't have to roll for that.
Roll to confirm as you're screeching at a high pitch.
I
Did you-
crit failed to confirm.
You were
I
trying.
rolled a 23 on athletics.
So Molly is annoying and has been screeching quite loudly in fake fear, and then you breathe something in and it goes, then you just start hacking. But you have thoroughly annoyed Felicity. Felicity, you take a -1 on your roll because you take a second to see why your compatriot is screaming.
So it's a 22.
You manage to dodge the rock, and you are probably 100 feet out from shore.
See, if you didn't spend so much goddamn time just being Ollie, we might get somewhere sometime.
You know how easy it is to burn down a ship?
Yeah. Do
You know how I have a
easy-
swim speed and you don't?
swims? I can swim.
Yeah, you can swim. You don't have a swim speed.
Do you know how easy it would be just to pick you up and dump you somewhere?
Yeah, and I have a swim speed, and a climb speed, and a fly speed.
Okay.
I can go wherever I
Can we
need
make it to shore? Do I need to roll again?
Would you guys make perception checks?
Yes.
11.
21.
You see, so Molly, you notice some golden fruit with kind of blue nodules on it in one of the trees.
Mm-hmm.
Felicity, you see, make a nature check for me. I want to see if you recognize this creature.
14.
Okay. So you see, oh gosh. Sorry, the name just popped right out of my head. You're seeing a very large, furry, almost monkey-like creature. You recognize this to be a Vanara.
Vanara.
These creatures are intelligent and they have prehensile tails. This one has kind of a cream color to them, and they are waving at you, attempting to get your attention. You can't hear what they're saying, but they are pointing behind you.
Oh, I look behind.
Make a perception check.
18.
You see this finned tail disappearing into the water behind you. There is a large serpent-looking creature in the water. You can't see through all of the spun-up dirt and sand.
I would like to row faster, please.
I'm gonna help you row faster. I'm gonna actually take a help action,
Whoa.
and I do succeed.
So as she's pulling, you're pushing.
I put one foot in and I just like kick.
I got an 18 on athletics.
Okay,
+2 from me.
Plus 2, so modified 20.
I don't know how fast you guys can move, but okay. You moved out 40 feet. Ruth has been notching an arrow and has set up. She reloads Han's blowgun and gets that all set up, and she's like, "All right, let's put this to use." And she notches. And Tectoon is like, "Oh my god, there's never a nice little boat ride." Tectoon Tectoon also casts. He's like Gust of Wind won't help. Tectoon then.
I mean, gust of wind going the right way might help.
Son of a bitch. What is Tectoon gonna do? Tectoon casts heroism on Molly.
Heck yeah, I'm heroic. Molly glows gold and radiates power.
And just says, be my hero, Molly. You gain a
Aw.
+2 on attack roll, saves, and skill checks.
Hell yeah, that was way more useful on Felicity, but thank you.
Felicity has greater heroism on her gauntlets.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
That's true.
I
Yeah.
don't need it.
Yeah. Okay. That's sick. I take
all right.
it.
So as you are about 30 feet from shore, are you paying attention to what you're rowing away from?
I'm watching that. I imagine I turn to you, Felicity,
Mhm.
now fully serious, and just say,
Mhm.
"I'ma watch the snake. You watch the shore."
I'll watch this. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You watch as this creature with large fins and teeth and almost 2 antennae rises up out of the water
Ooh.
and screeches at you in Draconic. Time.
Speak Draconic?
It says time for lunch.
Whoa!
And with that, roll initiative.
Hell yeah, tiny boat fight. Oh, Victoria.
Oh, you credit. Thanks.
Yeah.
Good job.
Do I roll to confirm an initiative crit, or do I just give you the number?
Because
I think
I don't know. I don't think that I could really give you much on an
Man.
initiative crit, if I'm being honest.
I was gonna say I think it just normally it just works with like that's the number.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
plus my dex.
as much as I don't want to like screw you over, I think that's probably the best I can do.
No, that's fine. I'm fine with that. I'm happy with it. I already got my one crit to annoy Felicity. I don't need anything else to make her worse at rowing.
Not quite 30 feet, but you get the idea.
Yeah. So I'm on initiative 23 now. Unless wait, didn't we get a boosted initiative for mythic stuff? I need to double check that.
Do we?
I thought I remember getting something.
There's your banana.
Oh yeah, add mythic level to initiative.
Oh.
So 2, right? Is that what you guys are at?
So yeah, I'm at 25 on the initiative.
Hey. Guys, I end up using like the same paper repeatedly to advance things along. So if someone were to ever go through here, it's all out of order, but they could figure it out with enough forensic work.
I believe
You said you were at what?
25.
Felicity, what did you get?
I got a 12.
It's okay, you're focused on the shore.
Oh, I need to put you guys on here. There's Ruth. I guess you guys are in the back. Molly, Felicity, Tectoon. I don't know what to do with Han. Han really
Nobody
can't.
ever does.
Han can just be on Ruth.
That's what I was thinking, and they could share the same turn.
Yeah.
I did find Ruth's character sheet. It's not updated, but it's close. And Tectoon. All right, let's switch over to the battle board. All right. As you are currently speeding your way towards the shore, Molly, it is your turn.
It's my turn.
If you
Where
would
to
like, you can
start?
roll a knowledge check to see if you can identify this creature.
Yeah, let's start with that. If that's like knowledge, Just general knowledge,
I would
like in just in
say
intelligence.
spellcraft
Spellcraft.
or nature.
Ooh.
Each one will give you something a little different.
Okay. Let's do the 21 spellcraft.
Okay. This creature is a drake, which means they are of dragon heritage, but drakes are not as smart. But sea drakes you've heard of are very dangerous. Normally hunting solo, but they have been known to hunt in packs for larger prey.
Okay. I do
You
turn to Felicity and just be like, it's a sea drake. It's like a dragon, but kind of dumb, but also really dangerous.
It also is immune to electricity, paralysis, and sleep. And most drakes have some sort of additional damage that they can do, like a dragon's breath. You're not sure what this one does.
Well, if it's immune to electricity, I'm going to assume it has something to do with electricity. So, I will convey that. Just be like, hey, maybe not electricity tech tune. Anything else, though? Molly is going to... Shoot. There's like... Oh, it's hard.
I will give you one more. It is not uncommon for any sort of sea creature to capsize a boat.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm just gonna ask you. Just keep rowing. We can't really afford for you not to be rowing right now.
Okay.
They are gonna capsize us if we let them live.
Okay.
Molly is going to. Molly's gonna be selfish to start. She's gonna take an action to take her fly or elixir of fly.
Okay.
So she's gonna take that and fly straight up in the air 40 feet.
Okay. So you have flown up in the air 40 feet. The dragon laughs and flies up to you.
Mm-hmm.
And thinking that it's easier to take one down than many, it makes a bite attack at you. What is your AC?
30. No, it's it's 18 though.
Okay, so this does hit. You take 11 points of piercing damage and 1 point of electricity damage.
Okay.
Oh, I guess it actually
Okay,
doesn't need to be that close. It is this far away. Felicity, it is your turn.
Okay. I would like to spend most of my energy just trying to move the boat.
Okay. I will say you can move it 30 feet because you're not going from a standstill.
Okay.
Don't take an attack of opportunity because it's way up next to me.
That is correct. So 5, 10, 15, 30. I don't have any paper towels over here.
No.
I know.
But
It'll be okay.
Where's Bounty, the quicker picker-upper?
I use Viva. Viva, if they want to sponsor us, I'd love it.
Those are nice paper towels.
They are.
the
They're like
cloth
cloth.
ones?
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
also use
I like those.
Look,
It's okay.
you can tell we're those type of people. And we're like, oh yeah, paper towels.
You can tell
we
we're
might
in our,
be over 30.
we're in our yeah, you can tell we're over 30 because we compare paper towels. Because I know my preferred paper towel.
Anyways. Other than that, I don't think there's really much I can do. I don't really have a ranged attack that I am proficient with.
You can hit heroism or something.
I could. Yeah, that's true. I guess I could go ahead and do that.
All right, so you trigger your greater heroism. So you gain a +4 morale bonus on attack rolls, saves, and skill checks, immunity to fear, and the temporary hit points.
Yes, 10 temporary. There was something. Oh, you're greater than 30 feet away from me now, aren't you?
I am 40 feet straight up,
Okay.
and you moved 30 feet at an angle. So I am. God, is it?
Because you do
90
get
degree?
bonuses if you stay 30 feet.
Okay.
Do
Well, I'm
you want
definitely more
to
than that, but I'll try
challenge
to get
this
closer.
creature? Do you get to challenge?
I don't. I don't know that it's really going to do me any good
Okay.
if I can't hit it.
Doesn't it give you like more ability to dodge it or something? I don't recall, but
Um,
not that I'm telling you
it's
what to
just a
do.
damage. It's just a damage boost.
Okay.
Yeah. I just deal extra damage in line with my level. I am.
I'm 50 feet away because I remember the Pythagorean theorem.
Good job.
Not the Pythagorean.
Oh wait,
theorem,
no, you
the-
still get it within 60 feet.
Whatever.
Sorry. You have a +1 to your attack rolls. Oh wait, no. Sorry. +2 dodge bonus and +1 on attack rolls that benefit from flanking.
Oh, do I have? So I have +2 dodge bonus.
Yeah, on
Sweet.
attacks of opportunity.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
That's gonna
But that could help me if I get away.
Yeah.
Could be handy.
All right. So Tech-Tune. Sorry, I had all of this pulled up and it closed. So
Tech-Tune cast greater heroism on the dragon.
Tech-Tune just goes, we're okay. Let's go.
Yeah. Come on, barely a fight for you.
Okay. So Tech-Tune leans over to Ruth and you watch as he starts casting and all of her arrows start to turn red as Tech-Tune casts bloody arrows.
That's
Ooh.
a fun sounding spell.
So if a creature is hit with a ranged attack, it takes 1 point of bleed damage, and it's cumulative, equal to half
Ooh.
the caster level.
We need a bleed build for our party.
So Tech-Tune does that. Ruth makes 2 attacks with her bow, and you said they get +1 to attack?
Only when it's in benefit from flanking.
Okay.
Which I don't know if he qualifies as being flanked.
No, not right now. Oh, Ruth already gets bleed. Oops. Well,
It's cumulative.
it is. Unlike most other bleed, it says.
Yeah.
That's funny. Okay, so... Oh, no, wait, that's Tech-Tune. I'm sorry. There it is.
Ruth,
Okay, so Ruth
you're not
does get full
Tech-Tune.
advantage. Okay, so... So 10 points. Plus 6 points. 16 plus 2 points of bleed damage. All right, the Banara on the shore is... What are they doing?
Impressed to see a gnome flying so
Yeah.
effectively.
Is yelling at you, Felicity. I need you to make a perception check at disadvantage to hear over the sound of the waves and your own breathing as you're rushing to get away.
So that's a 9.
You hear them saying left, and that's all you can catch between the waves is left.
Left. I go left.
Okay. Molly, it is your turn. You are now facing off with the sea drake.
Okay, so
And it
I
keeps
did
going
forget to roll a-
lunch.
Yeah.
Lunch.
I forgot to roll a concentration check last round when he hit me, so I just rolled it. I did pass. Just
Okay.
wanted that out there for my fly. So I'm
Thanks for
not
checking
falling
that.
this turn. Yeah. So Molly is going to take advantage of the boosted AC on attacks of opportunity. She's just gonna back up to the shore. How far is that? Or I can move. I want to move 30 back to start.
You want to be like right where you were before?
Or like
She'll like keep in line with the boat.
I'll move 10 further. So I'm like right in front of the boat. Yeah, but I'm
Okay.
still up high.
So it gets an attack of
it's gonna-
opportunity.
Yep, my AC is 20 on this.
This misses as it snaps at the location where you were.
I do a little nana boo boo thing. And then I back up and I pull out one of my big bombs and I just huck it right at its head. So attack roll against its touch AC at 2 range increments treated as 1 smaller. So it's just -1.
Okay.
So that's a 20 against its touch AC.
Okay, that does hit. Very
Beautiful.
easily.
Buckle up, Tiger.
Oh, no.
You're about to take a moderate amount of damage. So that is 10 piercing. No, sorry, 15 piercing.
Okay.
And then 13 fire. And I'm going to keep moving 20 feet back towards the shore at that point.
Oh, I'm sorry. You said. Okay.
Yeah. Wait, actually, no, I'm going to stay where I am above the boat.
Above, like here?
Yeah, like right where I was before. I just don't want to. I don't want to make the boat a more prime target necessarily.
Okay. So you watch as the drake's mouth starts to crackle with lightning.
Oh god.
And
Oh no.
All right. Ooh. Okay. So I need everyone to make a reflex save.
Even though I'm 40 feet above them?
Uh-huh.
Dang, son.
It's aiming for you
Nice.
first, Molly.
I failed. I didn't crit fail, but I
crit failed.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah, I got an 11.
Ruth makes their save and Tectoon makes their save. You each take 16 points of electricity damage.
Oh, that could be way worse.
Ooh.
It could have.
Interesting.
It's normally 6d6.
Oh,
my God.
Jesus.
Okay.
Still only like 20 damage on average.
Okay. And
Here, can you click on it?
you watch as
Sorry.
its wings flap and it flies around the boat
Wait,
and
no.
is now ahead of you.
It's weird.
It's okay.
So it's ahead of me?
It is now ahead of you as it has flown around the boat.
Okay, is it in, it's 5 feet away though, right? But I imagine it's got more than
Yeah, it flew around.
5 foot reach. Okay.
It is also now at sea level.
It's at sea level?
It is at sea level. Felicity.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's keep on rowing.
All right. Do you continue forward into the...
No, I'm gonna go left. Because the monkey thing told me to go left, I think.
All right. So you turn
The
left.
monkey thing.
Are you pivoting? Like, how far left are you going if you had to choose like an angle?
Like 45 degrees.
I'll say with your turn. Oh, Molly
Yeah.
can't move. Close enough. Boat's gotten a little wonky, but it's there. You have now seen a large rock that you would have struck as the swells start to go down.
Oh my gosh.
The Banara goes, "Good job."
Thanks. Thanks.
Would you like to do anything with your action?
I would like actually kind of
Hey, did Ruth take a shot last turn?
Yes,
Oh, okay.
because
I
that
don't
was when
remember.
Ruth comes up after Tectoon this turn.
Hmm.
can I use my advance that mythic thing on the boat to move again?
I can't see why not, since you're already moving. Yeah, go ahead.
You give it to everybody too.
I
so make it
do.
move.
Yeah, so everybody gets an immediate move action.
Okay, I'll let you go first. I'm assuming you're taking the boat to shore.
Yes, I
Are
would like to.
you fixing the boat on shore, or are you just like leaving it and we'll deal with it later?
I mean, it's kind of our only way back that we know of. So if I can take the time to like pull it fully onto shore.
You could also have Tectoon or Ruth do that if you don't have the time.
I would say you're able to get it about halfway. It's not immediately gonna go out, but it's better than it was. And Ruth.
Yeah.
Tectoon. Gonna go. Okay. It is now Tectoon's turn.
Oh, I still get a move, by the way.
Does it reach you?
I'm gonna go.
Are you still 40 feet up?
Yeah,
Does-
ally within 30 feet.
Oh yeah, because oh no, I was 40 feet up. So no, it doesn't reach me. So I do not get a
I'm
move.
sorry.
Oh no, it's fine. That way you made the right call either way.
So Tectoon. What is Tectoon gonna do?
That duck's out there laughing at us.
That duck hates us.
Oh, that won't work. Okay. Tectoon can do that. You watch as Tectoon grabs a hunk of mud from the water and starts to cast a spell. And you watch
Tectoon,
as, let's see if it makes it save.
stop playing with dirt, Tectoon. We're in a fight.
And you watch as mud covers its eyes.
Oh.
So it is currently slow and blinded from slowing
Oh my
mud.
god.
Oh,
Techtoon,
yeah.
keep playing with dirt.
Okay, so slow. Okay, that's... and it'll have to take a full turn, or a standard action to remove the mud.
Nice. That's clutch.
That's super clutch. Thanks, Techtoon.
Jumping into a lake or being subject to an effect that creates a lot of water, removes all the mud and run around. Okay, so Ruth makes an attack at it. So now that it's slow, it gets a -1 to its AC. That hits. Is that critical? I have so many sheets. Sorry, guys.
No, you're good.
it's
You're
okay.
playing like 5 characters.
Oh
Yeah.
man, almost critical twice, but did not.
Oh.
So 7, 11, 12, 16, 18, 19 points of damage from the 2 shots of those
Damn.
hit.
Is that plus the bleed?
And then the bleed on top of it. Oh, which I
Oh,
didn't
shit.
apply the last one, so that's -4 bleed. And it should take him the -2.
Damn, Ruth.
It is now the Venara's turn.
Oh, he can help? Thanks, Mr. Monkey.
Yeah, he was giving me directions.
We need to put him on this ship where I'm sure he wants to be.
Do we need to kidnap the Venara?
Yeah.
You're one of us now.
Sorry, you're a pirate now.
The Venara says, "Into the trees! Into the trees!"
Into the trees. Okay.
And says it might call its family.
Oh, God.
Can we... Ooh, is there anything we could do to, like, silence it?
Molly, it's your turn.
I can. How long is the snake?
14 feet. From nose to
Damn.
tip.
So if I were to say, put it in a globe of invulnerability where it couldn't make a noise, and it took a bunch of damage, would it fit in the globe, or would it like cut off a chunk of its tail, or?
I'm looking it up now.
If that's also an interaction we just don't want to deal with,
No, I
that's
think it's
okay.
a fair option. I just want to see. It excludes all spell effects of 3rd or lower. It doesn't actually prevent sounds from going through. It just prevents
Oh, it
magic.
doesn't?
It would also, I think it would stop any of the spells that are currently affecting it too.
Okay. So, we'll leave it there. Molly's, yeah.
I think I'm looking up. You might be able to make a called shot. It would be difficult. Let's see. So you could aim for the neck, but it's a -10 penalty. But it would be unable to speak for 1 round.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
So okay. So yeah, it's a -10, but you're welcome to give it a shot.
Okay, so first I'm gonna move 60 feet. I'm gonna get onto the shore. Is there a way that I can do that going over the dragon?
It's still gonna get an attack of opportunity, I believe. Let me double check if it still gets it with slowed.
But it would be like, I'd be like 40 feet above it.
Oh, yeah, you can fly over it. You could probably get to about here.
Okay, yeah, I imagine I'm still in the air, because that's
Yeah.
like...
So, are you going back down after that, or are you staying at the new height?
So that's like, that was like 40 feet across, so I'm gonna go 20 feet down. So I'm 20 feet high.
Okay.
So 20, and that's like 25.
It's like 20 feet to the creature.
To the guy? Okay, so the square root of 800.
That's a lot of damage.
It's basically 30 feet. So So I'm still hitting it at a -1, and now -11. But I have +11. So basically, it's a flat roll against its touch AC.
Okay.
And I am going to burn a mythic point on this one for the
Okay.
+D6.
Did you do it?
I got a 9.
Oh, yikes.
A total of 9?
I got a total of 9. Unless there's any way I can re-roll or boost that. No, I think I just missed.
Did you add your heroism?
No, I didn't. I got an 11.
Their touch is 11.
Oh my God.
Heck yeah. So it's about to take 4d6 plus 5 fire damage to the throat.
Okay.
Thank you for the heroism help. That is 16 fire damage to the throat.
How much?
16.
Okay.
And it can't speak for a round?
You said it was 16?
Yeah.
So you
Hitting
watch
things is not always my
as
strong
the
suit.
bomb hits the creature in the throat and it tries to roar and you hear as it collapses into the sea.
Oh, is it dead?
It is defeated.
Oh my gosh.
I turned to the monkey and was like, it's cool. We got him.
It's cool.
I want to try. Should we try to take the boat out to drag it to shore, or will its bloated body just sort of be pushed up?
You're not quite sure. You're not familiar with the beach and the undertow in this area. You could try. You can take a look though. Do you want to make a profession sailor or a nature check, or survival, whichever one you think?
That's an 11 nature.
You're not 100% sure. You haven't been focused on the water so much, so you're a
Okay.
little preoccupied with the sea drake which you just killed.
I'm just gonna ask the Venara, do we need to get the body out of the water? Is its family gonna smell its blood or something?
I mean, that's up to you. It has a lot of meat on it, and the scales can be valuable. But if you don't care about that, then it might. Its family may show up, but that's up to you. I'm probably gonna get out of here.
Hey, respect. Thank you. Let's get this thing out of the water.
Okay, so who is all moving this thing out of the water? It's it's in like 8 feet of water, so you can swim and take it. I'm assuming you're just gonna take the time to pull it. You're not trying to work that's gonna exhaust you or do anything like that.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Is there like a fishing rod situation on the little boat?
No. It
Okay, so we can't like drag it behind the boat.
No, you couldn't drag it behind the boat. But
Okay.
while you start moving it, I'm going to take us on a brief break.
Awesome. We go.
Hello, everyone. We're back. So you are currently pulling this creature on shore. I'm not going to make you roll. You have enough time. Is someone keeping an eye out to see if the other drakes appear?
I think Molly. I think Molly and Tectoon are probably on the shore just because we're small.
Okay.
And maybe like you and Ruth are pulling it in because you're bigger and stronger.
Ruth's like so old.
She's like middle aged.
Yeah,
She's not that old. Remember?
Ruth is old.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, she lives to be like 600 and something. That's because I did the math wrong the first time. Like, oh,
Oh.
she's like 200
so-
and something.
okay.
I think. Let me see.
She's,
Oh yeah,
okay.
she's 258. She's like middle aged, solid.
yeah.
Okay.
She's like
never mind.
40.
Yeah, I mean, I could probably do it maybe by myself. I don't know. I don't know what Ruth's strength is.
Ruth has a strength of 14.
Oh, damn. Okay. Yeah, then Ruth and I will go out and pull it in.
Okay. You pull the drake in. The blood has been starting to sift into the water. You're noticing that there's some smaller fish that are coming and taking bits of it off, where the throat has been blown out and charred. You do smell like that cooked fish smell, but this is more of it's more red meat than white meat. Like, so you managed to get it on shore, and you're welcome to kind of search it and see if it has any valuables on it.
Does a drake
It
have
says it
pockets?
has.
I don't.
It says it has a standard treasure. I don't know where it's keeping it.
Oh.
That's what I'm
Maybe
like.
ate something.
Yeah. Okay.
If you do treasure, we can have Ruth do the meat, and I'll do craft to get all the scales off.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah,
Just
that's why I'm.
imagining it has like one giant pocket.
And then we'll keep Tectoon on watch.
It has pockets.
Isn't it cool? My drake has pockets. Proceeds to put hands in pockets.
Why don't you roll a percentile die for me, please?
Okay.
Pull credit card out of that prison wallet.
Oh my god.
I was not prepared for that.
What is this?
Picky.
They don't have lines. How am I supposed to tell?
That's a 60 because it wouldn't be 09.
Oh yeah, true. It's going the right way.
Yeah.
So 64.
Mm-hmm.
And if you need me to roll one, I rolled a 98.
Roll a d12 for me, and then I'll take the 98.
Me?
Yes.
Okay. D12. Where are you? There you are. 9.
Okay, that's not terrible. Okay. You find a silver necklace with a blue gemstone in it. Do you want to make a spellcraft check to identify it?
If you bring it to me, I
yeah,
will.
can I hand it to Molly?
Yeah.
Because I don't have. I'm not good. Not good at that.
Molly's like hacking away at scales very delicately. She turns.
There's this
that's
necklace
a
in your face.
That's a 15.
You find a periapt of health. It is a necklace, and you are immune to all diseases, including supernatural diseases.
Ooh, am I wearing a necklace? Because you can't wear a necklace. I mean, you're already wearing one, and it's making you super strong.
Right.
The necklace did have a neck on it, but just the neck. It's as if it was ripped off.
Okay. No, I have a necklace that might actually come in handy for me. So if you want it, that'll help you when I make clouds of disease. I might not make you, and I might not be as good as your ear necklace, but I tell you what it is.
Yeah, I think I would Plus, it's shiny and prettier, so I think I'm gonna swap that out.
Tectune, the ear necklace is available if you want to get like buff.
Tectune knows
Yeah,
that that's
Tectune's
not.
like, I'm good. If you want to keep it, you can keep it.
Should we give it to Han?
Oh, Han might love
Han
it.
doesn't have ears.
Han, you don't have ears. Do you want a necklace?
Can I hear from them?
Give it a try, and I put the necklace on him.
No. Yeah. No, I can't hear anything.
But you look super buff.
Tectune blinks. Or I'm sorry, not Tectune. Han just blinks at you like,
Fine. I take the necklace
what?
off of him.
My strong jaw?
Yeah,
My
it looks
striking
really-
raised eyebrow?
No, the necklace really lowlights the jawline.
Wait, really? Tectune has very little jawline. He just has a little bit of a chin because it's all stretched out.
I rolled in 28 influence check to yeah.
You know, if you don't have anything else to do with it, you can leave it on me. That's fine.
Yeah, you don't. Okay. Yeah, it's it's totally up to you. I think it makes you look stronger, but that's just that's me. So I leave it on Tectune.
Felicity, how do I look?
You look great. I mean, I think I wore it better, but you look great.
You look better in blue.
It's true.
It's a good highlight for all the red too. Gives like a focal point. Everybody's like right there to your neck, right up to the terrifying, nasty, rotted teeth. I mean, face.
You know, why did we leave Zani on the ship?
Why did we leave Zani on the ship? She could have floated with us. To keep an eye on the crew, probably keep them.
Yeah, actually, Zani's in charge. Not Irving. So they got it under control.
Okay. Make a craft check to see how well you did with the scales. Ooh.
22.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Ruth is really struggling with this meat. Ruth rolled a 1. So Ruth is like,
oh no,
really like cutting things at weird angles, cutting not against the grain, but with the grain. So it's gonna be really long, tough pieces of meat. But
Ruth.
But you're assuming Ruth has probably not butchered something like this before. And I'm sorry, Molly, what did you roll?
22.
Okay, you do pretty well. You managed to get... Are you trying to get the scales separately or in like a piece of skin?
I want as large a piece of fabric as I can work with.
Okay.
Because like that's it. Do I assume the value as a leather or as or scales individually?
There's probably value both ways. As a leather, you will need to dry it versus the scales. They're pretty easy they're dry by themselves.
Yeah. I can dry it.
Okay. How long do you want to spend doing this in the water? Or, I'm sorry, on the beach? Because you could spend a long time doing this, or you can spend like an hour or 2.
I want to do a good job. I don't necessarily... I mean, I'll turn to you, Felicity. Be like, hey, how long should I spend on this? Because like I could get something real cool out of this probably.
Are we here for a reason?
Looking for fun stuff, I thought.
Okay.
I thought it was literally just to look for fun stuff.
We just like stepped off for a little excursion.
Yeah. Side quest.
Okay.
Side quest.
I mean, I'd prefer to not sit here and watch leather dry.
Okay. So I'm gonna meet in the middle then.
Okay. So I'm trying to get an idea of how long it takes. So like to skin a moose is 3 to 4. It takes 3 to 4 hours to flesh a moose skin. I'm going to say If you want
Can I
to
get
skin
a
the whole
moose
thing,
worse?
it would probably take you a day or two if you want to skin the whole thing.
I mean, we could put it on the boat.
We can't really fit this on our boat, can we?
You can drag it behind your boat.
Oh, I thought you said we couldn't do that.
It's
You
not.
asked about a fishing rod.
Yeah. Let's drag it behind the boat. Screw it. Yeah, I'll do it on the ship.
The one thing that you will remember that Benares said is that there is likely a family, and dragging the body might draw attention.
Okay.
But you are welcome to do it. But I'd love
How
to hear
could
your
we roll a
process.
stealth? What kind of stealth check do?
So let me see. How much does this thing weigh?
Oh, and I drop ant strength.
You dropped ant strength?
It weighs 2,000 pounds.
Okay. So, hard to drag.
Yes. Oh, did you know a group of them is called a rampage?
I love that. Trying to think of stuff that we
A
have.
rampage of drakes.
God, and Tectune, you don't have any like necromancy stuff? We can't just like bring it back to life to get it on the ship?
You want to bring it back to life?
But like as our slave.
Necromancy is not quite my thing. That's why I go have beheaded naked other places.
Okay, respect. I just know that you left and then that came back, so I thought maybe there was something there.
Yeah, this time it was not me.
How much can a handy haversack hold again?
Like 80
Like 500?
pounds. Like 80.
Like 80? Okay. Like 80.
I think it's maybe like I think it's like 120.
I wonder how I could use it. Yeah.
I'm just like imagining you stuffing a 14-foot drake, trying to stuff a 14-foot drake into your handy haversack.
Oh yeah.
You get like part of the head in.
God damn, this is hard.
Huh. Do you have a portable hole?
No.
It would still be
portable hole.
It would still be sticking out of the portable hole too.
How do you feel about potentially luring a family of drakes to our ship, Felicity? Do you think it's worth the money for this dragon's leather?
I mean, do you know how much it's worth?
I'm just gonna make like an appraise check. Is that just craft?
Yeah. I find
That's
it
a
so weird that
22.
they got rid of appraise and all of those like skills. You got a what? A 22?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go to the special materials. So
Just thinking we can make some cool.
Because if this is like thousands of gold, then sure. But if
Yeah.
it's not,
Totally. If this is like 60 gold, no way.
So this
but
is
also
not
if we could make you cool armor.
this is not a dragon, but it's
Mm-hmm.
dragon related. So dragon hide.
We could probably sell this as Dragonhide.
Heck.
I'm a great liar.
Because it costs twice as much as masterwork armor. Well, at a minimum, you know that it gives you electricity immunity.
Immunity.
If you're fully covered in it. If you wear it, it'll probably give you some sort of resistance. So
Okay.
depending on what you make it into, it could be worth a few thousand. It could be worth, if you get the right person and do really well, you could probably get 40,000 for it. But that's if you can get all of it. And that means like skinning it and you're able to preserve it. So there's a few rolls and checks involved in that.
Okay. I let Felicity know that, this is worth between 4 and 40,000, depending on how well we do. for the whole thing.
Yeah.
I kind of want to take our chances on it.
Sure, why not? I've been itching to die at sea.
Yeah. Come on, let's get a fight. Let's get in another fight.
Okay. So
Molly is going to take one of her extract of Cure Light Wounds, by the way.
Tectune can just
Just so-
heal you too if you want to save that, or if you were trying to get him to save his spells.
It's once a day. He can save his spells.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll pop that real quick.
So I guess I have some rolls to make. Are you guys doing anything to make it less obvious that you're moving this corpse? Or
like
are you
less
just
obvious to things in the ocean or less obvious to the island?
any of it? Do you have anything that you're doing besides strapping it to the back of the boat and rowing like hell?
Physically cannot do anything else other than actually. No, that doesn't help. I can give Felicity haste. Wait, no, I can't give Felicity haste. I'd be giving myself haste. God, that's such a weird thing to be an alchemist. I have all this cool stuff that only I can do. It's like the opposite of
And people call
normal
me
spellcasting.
self-centered.
Yeah, it's fun. Yeah.
But Molly's not self-centered by choice.
No.
Right, she's limited to self-centeredness.
Yeah. Awesome. Love working with you. Love this crew. Okay. Yeah, there's not really anything else I can do because you'll do better than me rowing even if I have haste. I think. Yeah.
I'm just checking to see if Tectune can help with anything, but I don't think any of these water spells that I've prepared are gonna get you moving.
Yeah.
I have a picture of a slutty elf.
Besides giving us an extra move action,
I have
kind of it.
perfect tile. Oh, I can repair the ore. That's something I can do.
That would be helpful.
Yeah, I'm gonna repair the ore.
The ore that you broke.
Yeah, that is a.
Are you using mending?
No, that's a craft check.
Okay.
That is a 27 craft check.
Oh yeah.
Jesus. The ore's better than it was.
So you go over to one of the trees and you find some sap, and you manage to put it in there, and you heat treat it really quickly over a fire. Are you collecting any of the fruit or anything that's on this part of the island, or are you just taking?
I would like to.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do a quick fruit check. While we work on kind of let's say Tectune and I are working on attaching the dragon to the boat. If you guys want to go fruit checking.
Okay.
Oh, Tectune says, well, I can give us water walk, and we can haul it that way, but it only lasts for like an hour, and we're going to be hauling this at a very slow pace.
What if we water walk and put it in the boat? So we're not dragging it.
I think you're going to end up sinking the boat.
Okay, so the boat won't float with two cows on it. So, okay. So we're relying on its natural buoyancy to get it to our ship.
Yes.
Okay. Let's die. I think we should just do it normal.
So
Can you cast fly on it?
No.
It's just a potion.
It's a potion. Yeah, and it couldn't fly. Like it's at this point it's an inanimate object. Like
you would need something like telekinesis or something to lift it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fly is more of an active process, not a.
Sure.
Yeah.
Ooh, I don't think you've ever encountered these things. So you see some of this yellow fruit with the blue balls on it, and make a nature or survival check, whichever one you prefer.
I'm gonna go survival. Ooh, that's a 22.
Okay. And Molly, are you making a check as well? You don't have to.
I'm doing boat stuff.
Okay.
Boat stuff.
You recognize this to be a nodule berry. Each berry will differ on how sweet or sour it is, but it has a bit of lemon flavor and blackberry flavor.
Okay.
Make a pie out of them shits. Serve it at
And they're not
breakfast and eggs.
poisonous or anything?
Nope, they are a delicious snack, and they are normally an
Oh.
exotic fruit.
Do they offer any benefits other than being tasty?
No, just being tasty.
Okay, cool.
You can get, there's a lot of them here. You could probably get 30 pounds of these things because they're large. They're like almost the size of an
Oh.
orange or a grapefruit.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's do it.
They're very juicy. The darker nodules on there, if you could pop them and drink the juice from there, and you can also like pull off different sections of it and eat it too. So you manage to get
Yum.
as many pounds as you want to carry.
Cool.
They can also be used to make alcohol because there's that high sugar content.
Mmm.
Yo, we could just start brewing. Shit.
Okay.
Serve that shit at the Brew Me Below deck.
So it's just gonna become Felicity and Molly open a bar.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm into it.
All right. So are you wanting Tectune to cast Water Walk?
I think that's a mistake.
The one advantage that Ruth will say is if we get knocked out of the boat, that means that we can walk on the water and not have to deal with swimming.
Okay.
He can cast it on all of us?
It's one creature touch per level, so
Yeah, but that's concentration, right?
no.
I guess it. Oh, dang.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, fuck it. Sure.
Yeah, fuck it. Do it, Tectune.
Tectune touches all of you, and you feel yourself kind of float on the water that's there. And you can walk on it like it's firm ground: mud, oil, snow, quicksand, running water, ice, and even lava. Although you'll burn if you're going lava. You can walk, run, charge, or otherwise move across the surface as if it were normal ground.
That's cool.
If it is cast underwater, you are borne towards the surface at 60 feet per round until you can stand on it.
That's awesome. Well, yeah, I'm down. Let's just start moving and try to make stealth checks.
Okay. So, I'm going to say that you have kind of a hindrance because you have the big thing behind you. So, if you're moving stealth, you have to move at half speed. Is that your goal, to move at half speed with this thing?
It's like
Is that kind of stealth really going to help us here? Because then the creature's in the water longer.
yeah, well that's the thing, is I think you're right there. I think that the half speed sort of negates any bonus we'd have moving sneakily.
I think we should just go.
Yeah, I think we should just commit to going as fast as possible and hope that luck is on our side and they don't see us.
As you're preparing to set off, the Banar's like, "What the hell are you doing? Don't go back out there! Trees!"
It's fine. It's fine.
The trees are awesome, but like our stuff's all on that boat, and like we kind of need to be on that boat. You can come on the boat if you want. You've been super helpful.
I'm good. Well, nice knowing ya.
Nice meeting you.
What's your name?
Oh God, I had my list of names. What's my name?
What's your name, Magic Monkey?
That's funny. Brielle.
Brielle. Thanks.
Thanks for the help and like also helping us not hit that rock. That was super handy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I hope you understand when I say I hope I never see you again, especially washing up on the shore. Good luck.
Oh, you won't see us like that. We'll be back to
Mm-mm.
probably take more berries in a little while.
Yeah.
If they're good. If not, don't stress it.
Okay. Bye. And it climbs up into the
Bye.
trees. And you see there's actually like a small little, not quite a hut, but kind of a. Have you seen those birds that make nests that are kind of a bulb on the side of the tree?
Yeah.
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 So it kind of looks like that. It's just a large, round home.
Dang. That's cool. We gotta get one of those for Tectoon.
What? Tectoon's not a monkey or a bird.
Tectoon, would you live in a bulb on a tree? Is that your thing?
No, that's a different species of gripply.
Oh, okay. My bad. I misinterpreted.
I am more of like in the underbrush poison tree frog kind of thing, but not like way up high.
God, I love you. Okay.
Really?
Let's go quick as we
Aw.
can. Yeah.
You
Of course
know,
I do, Tectoon.
I felt the same way, but I didn't know how to say it.
Oh, now kiss.
No, not like that.
With tongue.
Platonically.
Not with that tongue.
Yeah. Platonically kiss with tongue.
I chewed off half my tongue a few years ago.
Ew.
That's not true.
Okay.
That's a lie. Let's go. I want to, if we're going to fight some dragons, I want to fight some dragons and get it over with.
Okay,
Or
so
drakes, pardon me.
let's see. I'm looking at hauling.
By the way, I'm assuming my fly has worn off by now.
It has, yes.
Okay.
Okay. It doesn't say anything about hauling, but I'm assuming that you can probably move at half your normal speed because it's so heavy. What's the carrying capacity of all of you?
Mine's not. Great. Shouldn't it be dragging?
It is dragging, yes.
Hold on. I gotta look at my other sheet.
Yeah, because what's your dragging carrying capacity?
Mine's only 180. I'm not strong.
Mine is 600.
Okay. Yeah. So with Ruth is. You guys are able to drag it through the water. It is slow going though because it is very heavy. Han is watching and cheering you on.
Thanks, Han.
So are any of you keeping a lookout, or are all of you just focusing on moving this thing as fast as possible?
I think we need a lookout. I think Ruth is our best lookout.
Okay. Ruth is taking you guys along, and you're pushing through this. You've been walking for probably half an hour. So at this point, you're about halfway to your ship, which is still further up because of the shoals. Lemaire is, I guess you're not looking over there. Ruth is keeping an eye out and is kind of saying like, stop. And sometimes she'll stop you guys from moving. And it's just like other large fish. Some creatures are still coming up and taking bites out of the sea drake. And you continue to march. And there's this ripple in the water ahead of you. And you see this other sea drake start to rise up right in front of you and look you in the eyes, and then looks over at the corpse behind it, and then looks back at you.
We found this. Is this one of your
Does it understand common?
brethren?
I'm gonna take my potion of tongues just in case. It doesn't speak
Let me see if
common.
it does speak That's a great question.
Oh yeah, I guess
'Cause
I
if
don't
not, I
speak
can
anything
speak-
other than common
Nope.
or catfolk.
Does it speak catfolk?
It does not. But
I'm
it
gonna
starts to
translate for her.
I'm trying to figure out how friendly it would be. Okay. What are you saying to this creature as it starts hissing really angrily?
we didn't kill it. We found it. It was just in the middle of the ocean. It seemed disrespectful to leave it to rot and to be eaten by other fish.
Molly, are you translating all of this directly
What?
over?
What?
I translate none of that.
Why? Okay.
Because I think they're supposed to die in the water. I think that's probably what they want. To like be left.
I don't
Exactly.
know.
Molly, can she make like some sort of
Fuck you.
The problem with only speaking one or two languages.
What?
But on
What
this,
kind of check would it be to understand anything about like dragon cultures, particularly
Drake
sea
culture.
drake culture?
probably a spellcraft check. Well, the plus side, Felicity, Molly's gonna blame you either way.
True. Oh, you critted.
I've rolled so many tonight. I feel
Yeah.
kind of bad. That's a 20.
Roll the
To
confirm for me, please.
Quattro. But so that's a 28. Or sorry, it's a 31 spellcraft check.
You know,
Everything?
most drakes are evil,
Mhm.
and you would probably need to. You would need to give it something of value that would exceed your own lives and avenging the death of its mate or partner or child.
Okay. So
But it is angrily hissing at you like, how dare you?
I turn to full I keep my eyes on it and I'm saying very low to Felicity, like, it's not gonna care about that. I think we either fight it or try to intimidate it. Because we did kill its family.
Can I use my menacing presence
What does that do again?
so you can attempt an intimidate check to influence a creature's attitude as a full round action instead of taking 1 minute.
Okay.
And then everything else is for in combat.
Yeah.
So I guess
I'm
I don't know.
pulling that up to make sure I do it right. Menacing presence.
Or I can do commanding entrance and try a diplomacy check.
Ooh.
You are welcome to do either.
And I will be an honest interpreter for either of those.
So an intimidation will force an opponent to act friendly towards you for 1d6 times 10 minutes with a successful check.
Okay. Is diplomacy kind of the same?
That's a good question. I've never compared the two this way. Okay.
Yeah.
The pragmatism.
So it'll move it would probably be easier. So diplomacy uses against a charisma modifier.
Oh, okay.
Intimidate goes against their wisdom.
Okay. Do we know which would be?
We know
If
they're
it's a magic-based character, probably charisma. Yeah, would be easier. I don't know.
That's tough. Because like I don't think either would be like super high. But I know dragons have high charisma, but they also have high wisdom.
You know that these creatures are not as powerful as dragons, even young dragons.
Would you know that from your check?
Would I know which is a smarter angle, like negotiation or brute force from that 31?
Knowing that this creature is hostile to you, you think intimidation might be stronger.
Okay.
You would need to. So just so you know, starting at a
Mhm.
hostile attitude to make it better, you need a 25 plus its charisma modifier. And that's
Okay.
and for every 5, it's decreased by 1 step.
Okay. For diplomacy.
So we'd have to
Mhm.
get like a 30 intimidate just to decrease it by 1 step.
You would need to get a 25 roughly to make it unfriendly. If you got 30, then it would be indifferent. Then
Okay.
35 would be friendly. 40 would be helpful.
I think we go all out and just try to intimidate it.
Okay.
I think, and I can help however you need. But
yeah, I mean,
So,
if you have a
just so you know,
rolling
intimidate,
influence,
you get a -4
Yeah.
if you're smaller than your target. So just a -4 to your roll.
Oh.
What does that put you at? Yeah, what's your bonus -4? Oh, what's that bullying thing?
Hmm?
You have that ability that... Oh, that's bluff checks, though, right?
I mean, that's kind of a bluff check.
That bonus.
It's nonchalant thuggery. +4 on bluff checks to hide aggressive. But I'm trying to be aggressive.
Yeah, you're
here,
trying to
so-
be aggressive, and also we're not really hiding the fact that we killed this dude.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I did. Sorry, Colton.
You're okay. You're trying to avoid a fight, and you're walking on water and hauling something. You can have a little time.
Yeah. Either way, I'm just trying to figure out what I would do.
Would you allow me to use my gauntlets again?
How many
For
uses
that
In
do
this
they
spell,
get?
moment? 3 times per day.
And how long does it take?
And what?
What time does it take to activate it? Or does it say it's a standard action? Swift action?
I do not have that written down. It says I can spend a swift action to draw a weapon.
Or the gauntlets of...
Gauntlets of greater heroism, but it doesn't tell me. I didn't write down what I assumed it was just like an action.
I'm just going to make
It's
sure.
probably just
Gauntlets of the Weapon Master. It says on command, so I'm assuming it's just like swift action. So, all right. So yeah, you can do that.
Because that would allow me to get a +4 to my check.
I also help, so you get a +2.
And you can spend.
I'm gonna help by translating.
And you can spend any points that story points that you would like.
So okay, so 1 for the ability itself. So I'm evening out the -4 with greater heroism. If you help, did you already roll?
Yeah, I already rolled and I do help.
Okay, so it's +2. So I'm at a +12 right now.
So just so you know, the difficulty, because I'll tell you the calculation, is 10 plus the hit dice plus the wisdom modifier.
So you're saying like 25 is like the target.
That was for the charisma.
That was for the charisma.
So we're not doing charisma? Oh, okay.
We're doing the wisdom
they were doing the
check.
wisdom check. Okay. So.
And I'm sorry, we talked about this earlier, but I wasn't clear on what the decision was. If I put 2 mythic points just towards the roll, what does that net me?
Plus 2d6.
Oh,
Each one is a
Okay.
d6.
okay. So I'll do that as
Okay.
well.
What I was saying is you can't say, oh, I'm going to use 3, then roll and get the result, and then add more story points on top of it.
Oh, sure. Okay. Okay, so it's a 9 plus 12 is 21
Mhm.
before my d6s.
Dang.
Which I don't have any d6s there. Need to. Thank you.
Mhm.
That's 4. So 25.
Okay. And what are you saying?
I'm intimidating it.
Yeah. I mean, we did just kill its like sister or brother.
Yeah. Look, I mean, we took your relative down pretty easily. Just being honest with you, it really didn't stand a chance. I don't really want to spend the time to like kill you too. It's a lot of, we'd have to haul you up on the boat too, and yeah, we'd make a lot of money from your skin, but like, is it really worth the effort? I just don't think so. So I think it would probably be in your best interest just to walk away.
Yeah.
Or swim away, fly away, whatever you do without legs. Yeah. It just offering you this best case scenario.
I
Molly,
do my best to translate that to Draconic.
are you adding anything to that, or are you just doing a faithful translation?
Faithful translation, although I do go a little bit into the math on like how much it's worth, and that it's very much worth our time to kill you. It's just, is it worth the effort? That's what we're deciding.
It hisses fools at you and dives beneath the waves.
All right, bye, Felicia.
Bye.
Get this shit up on the boat.
Let's keep going.
Just so
All right,
you
we
know,
keep going.
you had to beat a 17.
Oh, thank God. I'm so happy I burned all of those points.
Well,
we could make 40K.
It could have been so much worse, but you did throw Ober, so it's actually technically suffering from other effects. But yeah,
Oh.
so congratulations.
We did it.
You managed to get the Sea Drake close enough that the other ship can throw down ropes and haul it up for you. It is now on the deck of the ship, and you are welcome to start skinning it.
Yeah, can I take 20 on the skinning?
Yeah. You're going to spend
Yeah,
several days doing this, though. Like, this is a
Yeah.
long, arduous process. Are you having other people help you? Like Ruth?
If somebody, well, I'm concerned about Ruth since you butchered the flesh. I'm gonna get the most competent people I can find. If I do think Ruth could do a good job, she'll absolutely help me.
Ruth normally
with-
does, but that's up to you if you
Yeah.
want to include her, because she did roll a 1.
Let's have her help, and she can roll to help, and if she makes it, that's gonna be a total of 30 on that check to skin it.
Oh yeah, she helps, for sure.
Sweet. So we'll do that. We'll also get the meat off and
All
get
right.
that cooking.
The
That
cook
head and
functions as a
breakfast.
butcher. So Hetty rolls a nat 20 and is expertly slicing these steaks. And
Thank
is
you,
like
Hetty.
having other what's his name? And is having Bubba
Bubba.
salt and dry some meats. So they're currently working on that, and you are spending the next few days working on processing this, and also working your way, still sailing southward.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Going south. I'm gonna start a quest.
So good job, story point for each of you guys.
Beautiful.
Aw.
Oh, we earned story points after spending them all.
You know, I didn't expect for you guys to still be here. I always plan
Thank you.
either too far or not far ahead, because I was like, okay, they're gonna make it to the land, and here's all this figured out.
Well, we got there and I was like, well, we killed this dragon, and you dangled the potential of 40,000 gold. And it's just like, well, of course we're gonna make the money back off the ship.
I rolled a d10 to see how many of them there were, and there was only one.
Oh my god, that's wild.
All right, I'm grateful.
Yeah, thank
That could have been
you.
way worse.
I thought that was going to be way worse, but you guys did great.
Yeah.
We
So,
survived.
are we playing next week? Because we talked about shifting things.
Oh yeah, doing 2 in a row because you're traveling, right?
Yeah, so yeah, I will not be around the 11th.
Right.
Oh, okay, yeah. So we can do the 4th and the 18th of February.
Yeah. I'm down.
Awesome. Well, we will see you all on the 4th. Thank you guys for joining us, and we'll be back.
Yay. Bye.